Riding off of the success of Halloween, Friday the 13th continues the slasher trend, beginning at Camp Crystal Lake in 1958, which was filmed in the real-life camp Nobi Bosco. We see two counselors leaving to have sex, but are killed by an unseen killer. We then jump to the present and meet the new camp counselors, who intend on reopening the camp. But a mysterious killer stalks and kills them off slowly, one by one. If only they'd listen to Crazy Ralph.
You're going to Camp Blood, ain't you? It's got a death curse. You'll never come back again.
Oh, shut up, Ralph.
Personally, I wasn't a big fan of this movie growing up, but we'll talk about that later. Firstly, let's get the positives out of the way. The music in this movie is really well done, and this paired with the overall mood and atmosphere makes you feel like you're actually in this camp in the middle of nowhere during a storm, adding to the immersion. Not showing Pamela Voorhees as the killer until the end through the use of POV shots was mostly a good creative choice, as it causes the audience to guess who the killer is, even questioning if it might be one of the counselors that we have been following, causing a sense of paranoia. I find it really creepy how Mrs. Voorhees isn't just killing these counselors, she plays with them and hides in the shadows, making voices. This messed up game of cat and mouse that Mrs. Voorhees plays as she lures her prey out into the woods adds an eerie psychological aspect to a rather basic slasher movie that keeps the audience guessing who and what is causing this bloodshed. The special effects done by the legendary Tom Savini are great and still holds up to this day, elevating the kills in this movie and making them iconic. He also did the practical effects on the young Jason at the end, causing an effective jump scare that probably scared a lot of viewers when they first watched it, showing a glimpse of what's to come in the future of this franchise, with Jason as the main character. Now let's dive into what I didn't like about this movie. Some parts do drag out, doing very little to advance the plot, leaving some parts feeling pretty boring and pointless. They could have used this time to flesh out the characters instead, because there isn't much character development for any of the characters, besides Mrs. Voorhees in the final act.
Jason was my son, and today is his birthday.
Even the final girl, Alice, doesn't feel that thought out, causing you to feel little to no attachment when they are inevitably killed off. Despite liking the whodunit aspect to Mrs. Voorhees, the payoff isn't all that great, due to her never appearing at all throughout the movie. In conclusion, most of the characters in Friday the 13th are forgettable cannon fodder, and the movie drags at some parts, but it makes up for this for the most part with the general vibe and atmosphere, gore, suspense, and creepy antagonist Mrs. Voorhees. Which is why I give Friday the 13th Part 1 a 6.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Next Friday I'll be uploading my Nightmare on Elm Street review.